Good morning, class. I, Mukesh Tiwari, welcome everyone in Smart Exam Academy. This is my second video on the First World War. One video I have already uploaded regarding the causes of the First World War, in which I discussed the different causes that led to the First World War, why it is called the World War, why it is called the World War, and the rival groups I have discussed in the last video. The rival groups, the Triple Alliance and Triple Entente I had discussed, Axis power and the Allied powers I had discussed in my last video. So I am requesting those students who have not watched that video, I will request everyone to watch that video first, because without watching that video it is very difficult to understand this one. So here we are going to watch, in this video we are going to discuss what were the impacts of the First World War. Impacts of the First World War. We are going to discuss about this. So before we start the impacts of the First World War, let's discuss the entry of America into the First World War. Actually, American interests were not harmed by Germany, but in 1915 an event occurred, an incident occurred which compelled America to take participation in the First World War. The year is 1915. The name of the ship, a ship which was carrying the Europeans and the British passengers and the American passengers, was attacked by German U-boats. The name of the ship was Lusitania. Now what is U-boats? U-boats means the submarines which runs underwater, and it is particularly mechanized to attack the ships. So U-boats means the submarine. It was a German submarine which attacked the ship carrying the European and the American passengers. Although the American passengers were 123, very less in numbers. 123 was the number of the American passengers. In the 1153 was the total passengers who were killed. But in spite of this, America was sympathetic towards Britain. And another thing, the Allied powers, that means the Britain and France, had taken a loan to purchase the goods, arms and ammunitions from America. So America thought that if they are defeated, if Britain and France are defeated in the First World War, they would not be able to repay that loan. So because of these reasons, America decided to take participation in the First World War, and even Britain and France both were emphasizing America to take participation in the First World War against the Germany. So at last America decided to enter into the war. So 1915 was the year in which the incident occurred, and after this incident, after the attack on the American civilians, America decided to take participation in the First World War. Understood? So you can write down the main points, and we are moving ahead to the next slide. Now, the course of the war, as I have already discussed, the Allied powers and the Axis power, Triple Alliance and the Triple Entente, the two groups in which World War started. So the Triple Alliance were Austria-Hungary, Germany and Italy. On the other side, the Triple Entente were France, Russia and Great Britain. France, Russia and Great Britain. These form the Triple Entente. So these were the two groups. So now we are going to discuss the results of the war. Another thing, in the last video I had discussed about the tricks to understand and to remember the causes of the First World War. So I could not remember to discuss the main tricks to remember the First World War. So here I am going to discuss, so please listen carefully. The main trick is the trick MAIN. So this is the trick to remember the causes of the First World War. M stands for militarism. That means every country was expanding its power, military power. As I have discussed in the last video, Germany was strengthening its military power, its naval power. A stands for arms race. As I have said last video, that every country was engaged in increasing its arms, increasing its army strength. So arms race. I for intense nationalism. I for imperialism. The capture of the new territories, the capture of the colony. Imperialism. In the last video I had discussed about imperialism, that both Britain and France were in the competition. अमेरिका और फ्रांस दोनों ही कंपटीशन में थे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा टेरिटरीज कैप्चर करने के लिए. चूँकि कॉलोनी एक रॉ मटेरियल का भी सोर्स होता था और साथ ही साथ एक मार्केट भी होता था अपने इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन होने के बाद अपने प्रोडक्ट्स को बेचने के लिए. सो imperialism was also an important cause. Third one, N stands for, here I am writing, nationalism. So here the trick is main. If you remember this trick, you would never be able to forget the main causes of the First World War. M stands for militarism. A stands for arms race. Army I have written. Arms race. I stands for imperialism. N stands for the nationalism. So these are the main four causes of the First World War. In a trick you are able to understand this. And the last and immediate cause I had said, the Sarajevo crisis. Sarajevo crisis. In your school also it is discussed very frequently, and it is most important one. Many times in the board exam of class 10 this question appears. So this question, what is the meaning of Sarajevo crisis, many times it is very important. Many times this question comes, very important. So you will in the you if you have not watched the last video, the causes, I will request you to watch that video and write down the main points. Every year this question appears in short manner, in 3 marks or in 4 marks question. So this Sarajevo crisis appears in every exam. So all the 3 points, all the 4 causes, tricks I have discussed in this video, and another one, the Sarajevo crisis. Archduke Ferdinand was killed by Gavrilo Princip, and it is the immediate cause, and the Sarajevo crisis. So I hope everybody has able to understand this, the basic trick to understand the cause of the First World War. No confusion should happen. Still, if you have the confusion, you can write in the comment box. I will explain it once again. You can pause the video and you can also watch it once again. So let's go ahead and discuss the results. 1 minute. So yes, so let's discuss the result. The result of the First World War. After the end of the First World War, the First World War ended with the victory of Triple Entente. In the Triple Entente and the Triple Alliance were defeated. That means the German camp, Kaiser Wilhelm, defeated, and the whole responsibility of aggravating the First World War was overburdened with Germany. Germany was mainly held responsible for the outbreak of the First World War. जर्मनी को सबसे ज़्यादा रिस्पॉन्सिबल ठहराया गया, और ट्रीटी ऑफ वर्साइलिस का इसका मेन कारण है कि किसी भी तरह से जर्मनी को क्रिपल कर दो. Anyhow, the main objective of the Treaty of Versailles, which is also called the Peace Treaty, the main objective was to limit the power of Germany so that it would not be able to stand at its feet. So Germany was held responsible for the outbreak of the First World War. It is the main culprit, and the main objective of the Treaty of Versailles was to cripple Germany militarily, economically, socially, on the basis of resource also. Every sphere, cripple the power of Germany, limit the power of Germany. So the victorious, here the slide is telling, victorious allies met at the conference at the Versailles and the Paris in 1919. It is a very important one, Treaty of Versailles. Every year this question appears. The Treaty of Versailles, every year, हर साल ये पूछा जाता है. The Treaty of Versailles. 27 countries were present. However, the President of US and PM of England, France mainly decided the terms of the Treaty of that is that means Woodrow Wilson was the US president at that time. He also participated. The 3 countries, England, France and Italy. Defeated countries and Russia would not be a part of the conference. Defeated countries and Russia was also not the part. The Paris Conference on June 28, 1919, Treaty of Versailles signed and the war endorsed. Woodrow Wilson 14 points. Negotiations were based on this treaty. As I have said, Germany to prevent Germany from going to war again, Britain and France decided that anyhow we have to cripple Germany so badly that it would not be able to stand at its feet again, because even if it stands, even if the Germany gets stronger, once again it can aggravate the war, once again it can start the war. So you can write down the main points of Treaty of Versailles. We are going ahead. So the main winners, USA, England and France, these were the main participants of the Treaty of Versailles, and these were the main beneficiaries. These three countries were the main beneficiaries of the Treaty of Versailles. Acha. Under the Treaty of Versailles, $33 billion, the Germany had to pay as a war indemnity, as a war compensation. The compensation means the defeated powers has to pay some money to the victorious power. So $33 billion were the money that Germany had to pay to the Allied forces. The Germany was asked to give her all merchant ships to the Allies and asked to supply the coal, Alsace-Lorraine and the Saar Valley. The Saar Valley was mainly famous for the coal. It was given to France. Alsace-Lorraine was also given to France. Was also given to France. And the Saar Valley is mainly famous for the coal. League of Nations, after that League of Nations, I will discuss League of Nations in a very separate manner. The objective type question comes on the League of Nations. So League of Nations I will discuss at the end. Demilitarization of the Rhine Valley. The Rhine Valley was the area of the west of Germany. So Rhine Valley should be demilitarized, and Germany has to leave the Rhine Valley for the next 15 years. Let's go. So under 14 points, the army was limited up to 1 lakh. That means the army in the army, the number of the army cannot go beyond 1 lakh by the Germany, and navy up to 1500, and 14 ships the Germany can keep. Only 24 ships. Submarines were banned, air force was banned. That means no air force the Germany was allowed to, actually Germany was not allowed to keep any kind of air force. No submarine. The Germany cannot keep any kind of submarines. Navy 15,000 soldiers would be there, and army would be only 1 lakh soldier would be there. Complete independence to Belgium, Poland and Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia. It were under the control of the Germany. So they were got independence. League of Nations was added to the Treaty of Versailles. League of Nations, the main objective of the League of Nations was to prevent war. As in the cause I have said that no international organization was there to stop the war and to maintain peace. So League of Nations was established after the First World War. Let's go. Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia emerged as independent states. Finland, Estonia, Latvia emerged with the different cultures. Democracy replaced monarchy in Europe. In many of the European countries, the democracies were rooted out and democracy was established. Results of the war. The formation of the League of Nations. What is the objective of the League of Nations? To save the people from the destruction of the World War. So the Second World War should not happen. That was the objective of the League of Nations, to stop the war. In 1920 is the year in which League of Nations was created as a world organization of all the independent states. The main objective of the League of Nations was to stop the war. Next. Objective of the League of Nations. Objective of the League of Nations. All the states were prohibited from signing a secret treaties and alliances. because secret treaties and alliances was also another cause for the for the First World War. The members cannot maintain huge armies. Arms race, the arms race was also an important cause. Arms race, and another one, the militarism was also another cause for the outbreak of the First World War. So both under militarism, arms race, actually those reasons which were responsible for the cause the First World War, they were completely rooted out, they were completely removed. Warships and the destructive armaments, it was completely banned. All should respect each other independence. As Germany attacked Alsace-Lorraine and the Saar region, the Germany captured, so this was also put restrictions. Members should settle their disputes through League of Nations. Allied means the League of Nations. That means as before the First World War there was no international organization to settle the disputes. Now international organizations are there, so members were asked to solve their disputes, any kind of disputes, by the League of Nations. Members would take action any state which causes danger to the world peace. That means the collective security, the mechanism of collective security was started by the League of Nations. Who is the aggressor? Against the aggressor, every country will attack. League of Nations should promote culture, socio-economic and cooperation among the members. The social, economic and cultural cooperation should be there among all the countries of the world, so that the war should not happen. The war should not happen. So these are the main points. Objective League of Nations every year comes as a short type question, or as a 4 or 3 marks question also, or as a 2 marks question also. So the Treaty of Versailles and the League of Nations are very important, very important in this chapter. Again, regarding the causes, any one cause can come as an explanation of 3 marks or 4 marks question, as imperialism, arms race. Imperialism many times comes. How far imperialism was responsible for the outbreak of the First World War, how far the arms race or militarism was responsible for Sarajevo crisis comes. So this you should learn the main points written here. League of Nations main points are these. Okay, thank you. I hope you have been able to understand every points of this chapter in a beautiful manner. I have also tried my best to make you understand every points. So still, if you are unable to understand anything, I will tell you to watch the video once again, and thank you. In the next video, I am coming with the most important questions of this chapter, in which I will discuss the most repeated questions of this chapter. Okay, how you will answer these questions, how you will answer the question. It happens in the exam that even if you know the answer, you are unable how you would be able to answer the question. So it makes a confusion among the students. So I am coming in the next video with the important questions. Till that, keep watching the video and start making the notes. Okay, it is very helpful to revise the questions at the day of the examination. So thanks for watching the video. Thank you for watching the video, and in the next video we are meeting again. So thank you. Have a nice day.